I'm NightShade, and that's my mom.
Hello, I'm Sophie, and that's my daughter.
This is going to be a read for Cancer. I feel compelled. Ooh.
Yes, we feel compelled to do a Cancer read. The King of Swords.
And the star. Look at this. This really makes me think of like...
Oh, that's
the star.
pretty.
Yeah. I'm using the steampunk tarot, guys.
All right, and I'm using the Deviant Moon.
And there you are, Cancer. You're presenting as the Knight of Cups underneath that star. The Knights in this deck are... This is a real female
The
deck.
Ace of Swords is coming out next, so whatever we're going to show
Move bubbles.
is going to be the truth.
Let's
So,
see.
yeah, look at this. The Five of Pentacles.
Yeah, I just had that under the page.
Somebody's
cups.
doing some sneaking around.
Somebody's feeling like they need to do sneaking around because they're cast out. Somebody feels like they're not getting information, they're not getting help, they're not getting love, they're not getting sustenance. The earth feels barren to them, huh? Why? What's
They're a
that?
loner at the moment, but not of their own making.
And that would go with that star. The depiction in that star is like above it all, but still like way detached.
All right, the Queen of Pentacles. And then, oh, the High Priestess.
All right, so there you are, Cancer.
You are on the table, Cancer.
You're feeling... Wow, let's see what happens after that High Priestess, because
Yes.
that Queen of Pentacles next to that 5 is like... Alright, 7 of Wands. It's like, girl, you're going to have to defend yourself. You seriously. And that goes with her, too, because look, she's got her arms up like that. She's going, no, you don't need to tell nobody nothing. You
Exactly.
need to defend yourself. Yeah, you need to be super closed-mouthed right now about your situation, about your money, about the way that the world is right now. Whatever your world is right now, no one needs
Especially
to know.
your money. Keep the facts about your money to yourself.
Yeah, look at that. We got the Magician here. So look at him. I mean, he's standing there in all his power and glory. Where are we going with this? So there you are, right in the middle of everything. You know what? Even though this feels like barren or whatever, this is like a change in situation that you know is coming big time. And it's going to put you a level above. A level not just above where you're at right now or where you feel you're at, but this is going to take you above everyone around you. That goes with this Magician. Now that can be scary because number one, if you haven't ever been there before, you have to remember, ooh, people don't like people when they're above them or when you think you're above them.
Or when other people think you think you're above them.
them. And sometimes Cancer can do that. If you get closed mouth, especially, that's the kind of thing that you're going to have to defend. There's nothing wrong. Leave me alone. I'm not plotting, you paranoid schizos. There's nothing wrong with me just wanting to spend time by myself. You're trying to figure stuff out. You can tell them whatever it is they want to hear. Just don't tell them about your real situation. You've got some standards coming in. You've been working on something that required you to do it like a specific way. With that Hierophant and this Magician, you have something in the works that's requiring you to do it a specific
The
way.
Seven of Wands.
Ooh.
Yeah, you've been hiding, so to speak, sneaking around, keeping matters to yourself, which you need to continue to do.
Yes.
You're coming out, but you're not ready to come out yet and let anyone know.
And you can pretend like you've got it all under control, okay? You may not. You may just now be seeing the effect of something that you did. Okay, so if this is for little witchlets out there, then you did some kind of spell, magic, ritual, something or other. The universe is bringing that into existence. You're manifesting that. So if that's an amount of money or a change in your money situation completely, you definitely don't want to tell people that because knock, knock, knock.
They'll have their hand out.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. If you're still feeling like you're not sure where you're at, you're just now coming out of the woods, that's okay. Because you'll be coming into this 2 right here. This 2 is leadership, command, control, a big, high outlook in here. Look at how the 7 of Wands up there before was defensive. Now look. Now this is ultimate control in that where before everyone could get to you. Now it's like, I got a big gate around me. I'm up on the precipice. The guards are over there keeping me safe. I don't need to worry about any of that stuff. That's you guarding your own secrets.
Strength.
Keeping your mouth shut. Keeping your mouth shut.
Nobody, even if somebody, and somebody in particular, is going to be coming at Cancer.
Yeah,
wanting
definitely.
to know what's going on. Keep your strength and keep your mouth shut.
Like you owe them some sort of explanation. Like you need to tell them something. And it could be this person, whoever this is. So this is not just a situation. This could be the person too, because the person that's feeling like they're left out because you're closed mouthed.
Exactly.
Because you're not spilling your guts. Because you're being defensive, and they're making you trying to make you feel guilty about it.
Because you're being a way you're not usually are.
Yeah, and that you have something that you're doing though. In particular, you have something in the works. You can see that right there, right? With that heavy manifestation and that Queen of Pentacles and that High Priestess. That High Priestess is you. That's you on the table there.
The 6 of Wands.
Ooh, yeah, that's a new emergence. That's that's like coming out of a cocoon there. A new hero in town is actually what this deck says about that. Or a new hero emerges. A new hero is born. You're doing something in particular, Cancer. This is fantastic.
Yeah, some type of venture that you've been on.
And now
the
we
Queen
got,
of Swords.
I got 7 of Pentacles, so that's good because that's you. Whatever it is, putting that work and everything into it. And okay, so you got 2 queens here. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and in the middle you've got that 7 of Wands.
Oh,
This
the Knight
double
of Pentacles
7 of Wands.
after the Queen of Swords, and then the 3 of Swords.
What is
You're going to lose some friendships.
I really hope this is just lots of money and for Cancer.
A few people that you thought were your dear closest friends because you haven't shared with them whatever this venture is or whatever it is you're doing. The 9 of Pentacles.
Wow, again. A new hero is coming out.
Yeah.
This is getting recognized. This is like,
You're going to be noticed.
oh yeah, you're going to be noticed.
And
Man, people are going to be noticing
who wouldn't
you.
notice
like,
this lady walking down the street?
For real, people are going to be noticing you. What in the world?
It's some type of venture.
Yeah, and it's going to be like, it's going to be a payoff for you. It's going to be a payoff.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a payoff.
I mean, you're going to be the one in control. You're going to be the one who's like in charge, in control. It's your thing.
It's your
yours.
venture. It's
You
your...
did it. There's a lot of, but a lot of this was because you decided to go into that little cocoon and transform yourself. You did this.
The 7 of Swords.
And I go by this. You did something that's like you did it a particular way and you stuck with it. With that Hierophant and the Magician, it's like you had the power, you did it. You did it by the book. You did it like how, whatever the thing was, you followed that. Cancer, that number 4, that 4th house, you followed that. It was like they put you in a box and you came out, it's almost like, yeah, your box was like a chrysalis or cocoon. You followed the rules. And you felt like...
You sought the right kind of help, too.
Yeah, you have the guidance from the rules, the guidance from others maybe, You followed the standard thing,
The system.
and it paid off for you. It's paying off for you. And you're going to get recognition. This is going to be, whereas a lot of people, it seems like this. Whereas a lot of these people coming at you from the bottom, trying to attack you, the jealous people, it's because they didn't follow the rules. There's something about that's like they tried to do the shortcut to whatever it is their thing was. You followed the rules and you got it. So guess what?
You're reaping the harvest.
Yeah, you just did it the way it was supposed to be done. You didn't lie, you didn't cheat, you didn't manipulate. There's no manipulation, there's no lying, there's no cheating. There's some interesting energies coming at you from people who feel like they've been left out of the circle, and it's like, but you have no actual secrets. There's nothing here that is like, if you do what I did, it'll shave 15 years off of your thing. You'll get everything overnight. It'll be so easy. You didn't do that. You actually did the actual day-to-day grind of whatever it took. You had talent, ability, energy, emotional control. You followed the rules. And this is paying off big time. And that makes some people so upset. They think for sure that you did something like by just, wiggling your nose.
Yeah, you have people who want you to fail.
Of course. Of course. Oh,
The world. Under the Knight of Pentacles.
yes, this is going to be a completion of this cycle. This is a huge completion for whoever this is for, whatever cancers this is for, or whomever it is for. Doesn't have to specifically be a cancer, but
No.
we just felt compelled to do something for cancer. You're coming out of the woods. You found your way. You did it right. Where it seemed like at the beginning it was just long and hard and awful, and you just stuck with it. And then finally, when you saw the benefits, it was like all of a sudden you went so much higher than everybody around you. And that's what brought on all of this. If you're wondering why all of a sudden maybe you've lost a friend, or you've lost somebody like your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, somebody is feeling like they're like completely left out and they're looking at you like forlorn and awful, and you're such an awful person, you've cut me off. It's like, you haven't done anything like that. They feel like they don't measure up is what it is. They feel like they can't be around you anymore. They feel like they don't measure up. And that may actually be true.
The Four of Swords.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I think you're thinking it over.
Wait it out.
Yeah, I think you're feeling their feelings of, oh my gosh. So I think this is that empathetic thing that cancers can do. Take on other people's energies and go, oh wow. And you're sitting there in it. You're holding a lot of this heartache for this other person, but it has nothing to do with you. You didn't do anything wrong.
No, you didn't do. The cards don't show any wrongdoing here.
No, you followed everything you were to the letter, like you were supposed to. You didn't cut any corners. You did everything you were supposed to do. You did it by the standard. You did it by the book. You did it the right way. The way that they say, if you do this, well, bam. When you come out of this, I think you're going to have not only a new outlook, but you're going to have different people who are going to be congratulating you than you thought. This is going to be different people than your normal, regular, standard group of friends or family or whatever. And maybe your significant other is going to be somebody that you're like, well, I can't sit by and just feel your heartache for you and let my life pass me by because you don't feel like you measure up. So I'm going to go celebrate with my friends. I'm going to go have some fun. I deserve it.
The Ten of Cups and the Ace of Wands.
Oh, well, this may be somebody coming around too then. This may be the people or the person, whoever that's feeling forlorn, after you show, hey, I'm only going to sit here for so long and pamper you. See this 7 and that king? That's your other half, like swallowing a sword. This is them doing that to themselves. Underneath that Queen of Swords, underneath that 7, didn't we just get 7 Pentacles and 7 Swords and something else too?
Could have.
Can't remember.
You can't be responsible for other people's feelings.
Exactly. You can't be responsible for their feelings. If they feel like they don't measure up, or somebody says something quippy to you, like gosh, every time I'm around you, I just feel so less than, or whatever. It's like, that has nothing to do with you, Cancer. That has nothing to do with you in particular, unless you're specifically pointing stuff out to people that's, you're trying to make people feel bad. I don't see any of that here.
I don't either. You're keeping your head down. You're working. You're doing what needs to be done. You're looking to the future.
And I think you're just enjoying a little bit of that status. The status quo that comes from
the Four of Pentacles.
Enjoying it. Enjoying a little bit of the status quo.
And you're not going to give it up.
No, and you shouldn't.
So whatever you did was for your own benefit.
And it was for the benefit of the other person too. If you guys were in a relationship, married, whatever it was, it's like, you guys can totally share this. If this person is insecure because they feel like they're less than because of your super great accomplishment, you can't help that. That's their cross to bear.
No.
And this just showed up in another reading. I think it was for Virgo, and we were saying she's playing the victim. Whoever this other person is in your life, if they're playing the victim, it's a self-induced crisis. They're just being silly for no reason. It doesn't even matter. You can only feel their pain for them for so long. Then you're going to hit that Three of Cups and go, you know what? I have every single right to celebrate. This is a culmination for me. This is the end of a road, end of a cycle. You're going to rest for a minute. You're going to look around and see what's going on. You're going to take some time to evaluate your situation, and then you're going to go have some fun. You're going to enjoy moving up in the world. Your status quo. You're going to enjoy being, I don't know, a part of a different crowd of people. I don't know. What do you think with this Ten of Cups and Ace of Wands? Is this the same relationship finally coming around? Let's see.
Let's see what the cards say.
Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't particularly look like
no,
it, but the
it
Ten
doesn't.
of Cups is such a long road to hoe, as they say, to get. So anyway, we got double strength on the table because she's got strength up there, and now I've got it right here. So just keep that in mind. Whatever you've done so far, you've done really well. You've done everything that you were supposed to do. There's no glitch here except for this other. But you're going to have to keep going. So don't forget, you're going to have to keep going, keeping everything under control. Just keep doing exactly what you've been doing. Now you actually have developed to another stage. This isn't just that you reached another stage and now you're, where all these people, now they can't get to you. You're going to be higher. So they're going to be down here, you're going to be up here. Whatever that means to you, money, job, family, love, beauty, all these different things, whatever that means to you. However, you step up above others and you feel better about yourself and you feel like you're, kind of above the world, which is not
Swords.
It's not a horrible thing to be, but you're now you've developed. You have a foundation underneath that with that Two of Wands. It's not just like for that moment you're standing on top of the world and everyone's looking at you like a hero. Now you actually have the character development to carry that on, not just from one project to another, but from here until forever. It's part of you now. You've developed and gone into a brand new understanding of yourself and your abilities and your talents.
You've come too far to let anyone take it from you.
Yeah.
The Queen of Cups.
And I think that
you're
that's
in love with life at the moment.
At the moment, yeah. And these other people are just like, well, whatever.
The Fool.
I don't know. I don't see this relationship that you're in actually
going anywhere.
I've got 10 of Swords, and then I split the deck and I got the 2 of Swords over here. I think this person is just going to be like, I think they're going to, once they get over being heartbroken about feeling like they're left out, I think this person is going to turn into a really nasty, gross, jealous person, and it's going to they can't stand it that you're successful,
Yeah,
that you're
if you're
better than they
expecting
are.
love from your other half, from your boyfriend, girlfriend,
Because you've
someone
done
you're
so
involved
much.
with, you're not going to get it.
No, you're not. This is what they're feeling like. But this is what they're going to do to you. That's weird, isn't it? But this is actually what they're feeling. But this is what they're going to do to you.
The Queen of
So
Wands.
you need to be careful because you have a jealous other in your life.
Yes,
That
definitely.
would be happy to stab you in the back. You have a jealous other in your bed with you.
And take away whatever you worked for.
Yes. Take away, and they're not going to fight fair. They're going to see you as a fool.
The King of
You
Swords.
need to be careful. Yeah, this person is going to be like,
They're
what?
going to
Screw
step
you.
up and say,
And there's this star on the bottom of the deck. I think that's what I meant by the loneliness of this card at the very beginning, because this was the one on the bottom of the deck. When I first, the first card that we looked at was the star. Look at her. She's beautiful, right? But look, it's lonely. She's way up there. And that's why I said sometimes this can be that lonely, looking down. Whatever it is, you've got this Six of Wands. You're emerging as a hero. You've got a whole lot of character building traits that this brought out of you, but it's made the other person in your life extremely insecure and unhappy that you're wanting to move forward and be a better person.
And that's their making, not yours.
Not yours. Has nothing to do with you.
No.
If you are going to have to go forward now. She's got so much incense burning, y'all. Sorry. Oh my goodness, it's flying right in my face. This Ten of Cups with this Ace of Wands, that's going to be your work. What are you doing? Where are you going? What are you doing with that? You need to pay attention to what you're doing with that. You need to pay attention with what you're doing with your money, your security, your home, your property, your money, making yourself secure. Now you're going to just have to keep going with these strength cards. Just keep going. Just remember, this person that you're in a relationship now with is going to be the
well, to be honest, the cards are saying they're not worthy.
No, they're not. But I think you know that. There's the Fool. Oh, goodness. Look at that. Fool.
Yeah.
And Ace of Pentacles. It's exactly what you need. Now you have the World down here.
Yeah.
So this Fool means you can start over. There, you got the Fool over there too. This is the time for you. You finish this cycle. You have a whole lot to build upon now when you start over. The
You
world
have a
is
bright
completion.
future in front of you.
Yes. And now you have so much more talent that you've built, that you've, and recognition that you've earned. So, don't let someone do this to you. Don't let the enemy be sleeping in your bed next to you.
And the thing is, you will go on to bigger and greater things.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Oh, for sure. For a time, I think you're going to feel lonely. For a time, you're going to feel lonely with this Star card. But it won't be like that forever, I promise. It will not be like that forever. You're starting a brand new cycle, and this is crazy manifestation with that Fool and that Ace of Pentacles. You've got a brand new cycle ahead of you. Keep your eyes, keep your vision, keep your emotions under control, and work on this new cycle of huge manifestation of money and security for yourself.
And this person who's feeling insecure, that's exactly what they're feeling, insecure, being left out.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is their own making. They've nagged you. Why don't you do something? Why don't you get out there? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that?
Yeah.
And when you've done it, now they're still not happy.
Yeah.
So what do you do with a person like that? There's not a lot you can do with a person like that who's not happy either way. If you're not doing something, they're not happy. If you do something, they're not happy. So this is your time, Cancer. For the few that are going to resonate with this is your time.
Wow. This
You've
is awesome.
put the work in. You've done what needs to be done. You've followed the rules. You did it all.
And this is such a huge amount of character building that you've done too. This has brought out things in you that you didn't realize that you had so much of. So it's like, wow, people are really recognizing you for the talents and the abilities that you have. And these are natural things, but still you had to work on them. You had to develop all of these things within yourself.
Oh, you always do.
And you did, Cancer. You hunkered down.
A lot of us have natural instincts that are good, but unless you put them to work,
They die.
unless you use them every day,
Yep.
that's the same with card reading. Unless you read every day, you can be the best at it that there is out there, but you lose it after a while if you don't put it in practice.
Use it or lose it, like they say. Yeah, use it or lose it.
So
I think you're just gonna be. You're just gonna be really. You're such a sincere person. You're coming across as so sincere and so trustworthy.
yeah, and you don't want it to end this way.
No, you want this Fool and this Ace of Pentacles.
But your other half, your husband, your wife, your whatever the other half of this situation is, they're the ones that has pushed it to this point.
Yeah.
Not you.
Not you, not at all. You thought you were doing great. You're like, woo, let's have fun. This is so fantastic. The other person is the one who's been the downer. And now you realize this whole time, I think you're going to look back and go, oh, that's why the relationship has been so hard this whole time.
Yes.
It wasn't you. You were trying to just live and have fun and love and be the snuggly little Cancer that you are. And now you're like, God, it wasn't me this whole time. I'm not a crazy bitch. Yay!
No, you're not. You've done well for yourself.
And I can't wait. If this whoever this resonates for, I can't wait for anybody to comment on this. That Fool and that Ace of Pentacles is just fantastic because this talks about just straight up entering a phase of mega money.
Exactly.
Mega money, mega accolades,
Happiness.
sincerity, happiness, friends, being accepted for your talents and your work, your ability, your drive and your ambition. I love it. This is really good. You let that other person just go off and be this.
Let them
okay?
go. Let them go.
And the heartache that you feel now, it's okay. It's not gonna be like that for long. You are not gonna be like that for long.
But at this point, you couldn't stop the other person even if you tried.
And there's nothing you can do for this person exactly. No. Yeah.
They're hell-bent on getting out.
Yeah.
So
They're
let them
hell-bent
go.
on playing the victim, like so
Let
many
'em
people
go.
do, huh?
Let
They
them
do.
go and enjoy what you have created with your own mind and hands and whatever you put into it.
Yay! This is so good.
All right,
So
Cancer.
excited.
We hope the right Cancers see this. We really do.
I hope this applies to lots of people
Yes.
who just realize that you are just so much more than you thought you were 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. And
You're so
remember,
much cooler.
Readings are fluid. When you see it, it's when you're meant to see it.
Yep.
If it resonates with you, fine. If it doesn't, maybe the next reading will. And remember, it doesn't have to be a Cancer.
Exactly.
If it resonates with you, it could be anyone.
There's everyone is on the table right here.
Yeah, and we all hold a little bit of all the signs in us anyway.
Exactly. Could
So-
just be that this empathy is why we're saying it's the Cancer read, because maybe we're coming in, this is what's really strong in this read is like you have empathy for this other person, and that's a super Cancer trait, is holding other people's emotions for them and feeling so much empathy. So it could just be that we're really focusing in on that.
But you also need to remember that you didn't keep some things to yourself. You didn't stay on the low,
Down low, whatever,
down low,
yeah.
whatever that saying is. Without a reason, you knew what was going on with your other half.
Mm-hmm.
You knew how they would react to this. You knew they
Aw.
wouldn't like it. You knew they weren't for you. You know they're not for you.
Yeah. It's pretty obvious at this point because you're feeling their emotions, and this is what they're doing to you.
Yep.
Right? That's what you're feeling. While this other person is feeling like the victim, that's what they're doing to you. That's terrible.
And that's not true love.
God,
And that's not even true friendship.
no. God, that's mental illness, really. The 10 of Swords and actually has a lot to do with mental illness. Extreme pain and extreme conflict.
and they just move on to the next situation where they can
we
feel
play
like
the
a victim.
victim.
All right, we hope the right cancer
I hope
sees
this
this.
is for lots of people. I hope this
I do
Fool
too.
and this Ace of Pentacles is just. Oh, I hope everybody gets a big fat check from some kind.
Yes, I know it.
Money for
Especially,
everyone all the way around.
yep, especially if you put the work in on
For
something.
real.
So please like, subscribe, give us a big thumbs up, and enjoy your newfound happiness, your
And money
newfound
and
money
friends
and friends and everything
recognition
here.
and being the boss and being in charge and being so awesome.
Enjoy it. Enjoy it while you got it. Really. So until our next read, may your moons always be full. Bye-bye.
Bye.